Good evening, everybody. Kind of windy out here, but it's alright. So what are y'all doing tonight? Hope staying safe. Hope staying out of the way of the traveling coronavirus all over the place. So where I'm originally born and raised from, Philadelphia, they're saying that that's a hot spot now at this point. And that's where my parents are at, and my sisters and their husbands around. They're right out the suburb area. What does everybody think? I want to know. Please, somebody start sharing my videos. Check these out. Comment on them. Give me some feedback. Talk to me. But I want to know, what do you American citizens think about the talk that has been going around that, okay, so if they test you, and you test positive, or you tested, you had it, and now you have the antibodies, okay? So now that means that they're going to separate you and take you out of your home and put you somewhere? What is that all about? That's not anything I've ever heard of in America. So they did that World War II, the Japanese. They put them in camps and things like that. But to take someone out of their home, or a child out of the home, away from parents and things like that, these are the things you have to ask questions about. Just because someone's asymptomatic, does that mean that you now extract them from the home and put them into a camp of some sort? Or a quarantine facility of some sort? What is it that you're going to do? And then here's another question on the mind. How would the government actually do something like that when they can't even come to the financial stability in order to ramp up testing throughout the country in the first place? So that's the question. They're both big questions. There's two questions right there. What do you think about that? Let me know. Comment, please. Let me know. Pass this around. Let everybody ask these questions. They're talking about this in the White House. They're talking about, if you test asymptomatic, or if you test that you have had this and you got over it, and you're now immune to it for the next 3 months or 6 months. Now if they test you, now you're out of that area, that home that you live in. Okay? Me personally, alright, I live in a home with 8 individuals, and I'm probably the most healthiest individual in this house. My wife has cancer. I've said that millions of times on these podcast video things that I do. My wife has cancer. She is immune deficient. She gets treatment. If she gets the common cold, sometimes she has to go right to the hospital. Okay? If she was to get this, I don't know what would happen. We have 2 7-year-olds together. Well, not mine. I'm stepdad. But 2 7-year-olds I raise. Her mother-in-law, my mother-in-law, diabetic, respiratory problems. Father-in-law, respiratory problems, as well as obesity, 450 pounds. 2 brother-in-laws. One has gout, respiratory problems, 450 pounds. My other brother-in-law is paralyzed, in a wheelchair. He's 380 pounds, 350 pounds, whatever. Big boy. You know what I mean? Respiratory problems as well. If that was to say, okay, let's say that, I was coughing last week. Had a really wicked cough. Wicked. It was hurting. I went outside, I drank lots of water, I worked around the yard more, I kept working around the yard, even now, I got this sniffle, that's probably allergies, right? But what if there was to say that there was some underlying thing that I could, I take vitamin C, I vitamin D, I'm out in the sun all day, every day. That's vitamin D for you, out the ass, right? So, but the thing is, let's say that I have had this, or have come in contact with this. I'm the one who goes to the stores and stuff like that. What if that was to happen? I'm the one who takes care of these individuals. And now the government is going to tell me that I have to leave here and go somewhere else because I'm either asymptomatic or I had it and I got over it. That makes no sense. And I wouldn't do it. You would have to tase me, beat the shit out of me, or straight shoot me and kill me before I leave my family. Plain and simple. I will leave my job and leave my livelihood when it comes to that. Tattooing. I would stop tattooing. I've already sold my tattoo stuff. I did. I sold it all because I know that I'm not going to use it for like another year. I have looked at that and I know that I'm not going to use my tattoo equipment for another year to a year and a half. So I sold some of my major equipment and I got rid of it and people wanted to buy it and I sold it a while ago knowing that this was going to happen, and I have not tattooed and I have no intention of tattooing. If I'm going to do anything to make any commerce for myself, any economic gain for myself, I'm going to work on this garden and I'm going to try to sell fruits and or vegetables to people and help them and sell it at a cheap rate so that people can live during this god-awful pandemic. Which, by the way, is like the same thing as the Spanish flu of 1918, and I will say that in every video. Because it's going to be the same thing until we find an antibiotic or a vaccine. Plain and simple. You can't sit there and test everybody and then say, okay, Mr. Smith, you have it. Mrs. Smith, you don't. Well, now separate you two. You guys have been married for 25 years. Now we're going to separate you and put you into different places, or you stay at home and now you're somewhere else. No, can't do that. You need to find an antibiotic or a vaccination, plain and simple. Without that, this is just going to go on and on and on. Testing, yes, testing is the key. Don't get me wrong. They need to ramp up testing. They need to ramp up and have testing in every medical facility across the country. I should be able to walk into any medical facility that treats broken arms and stuff like that. Maybe not surgeries and everything. But at any rate, sorry for the burping. And say, I need this test, like getting the flu. What are you going to give me? Get a flu shot. You need to work on this. You need to worry about that. Not worrying about who fucked up back in November, December, or October of last year, 2019. It's called COVID-19 for a reason because it broke out in 2019, not 2020. But no, you're getting affected by it in 2020 because your political leaders fucked up, plain and simple. And now we, the citizens, are reaping the fucking gracious benefits of their corporate agendas and just mistrust and greed and just stupidity at some point. You were only warned so many times that something like this would happen. And then it happens and you want to get all wigged out about it, Like, and lie, and lie, and lie. Over, and over, and over, and over again. The lies just continue over and over again from our administration. And they just go on and on and on. And it's a crying shame. I actually said to somebody today that I've never in my life heard any individual talk like this or anything at any time as a president of the United States talk like this. Never. At any rate. At any time. You need help?
No.
You looking for pizzas?
Yep, it's probably not. I don't care, look.
Want to say hi to my people? No? So, That's my brother-in-law, Franklin. And for all you who do watch, which only like 5 people watch my videos at this point. 5 people watch my videos at this point, right? Well, thanks to Franklin for letting me use his phone to make these videos. I was just, spewing my shit, man. Getting my fucking mental brain out there. I knew there was no pizzas at the house, though, man.
Somebody's gotta make these people understand that this shit ain't something we gotta play around with. Everybody's gotta take it seriously.
Like today, when we went to the store legitimately to go buy soda, you know what I mean, and soda and chips and shit for the kids, and we were driving, like, people were just out everywhere. Tent cities everywhere. Fucking, what else? The balcony. The balcony, there was like 10 people on a balcony, like, having a fucking party. Like, what the fuck are they doing? Oh, man. Shit. I, can't pause this. I can only stop it. I can't pause it, because it just lets you, record, and, it's not live, but it might as well be live. Might as well be live. Yeah, I could edit this out though.
Yeah.
I noticed that. I didn't know that. I noticed that the other day. I knew there was no pizza. I knew there was no pizza. What up?